Hey bitches, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a video about Nikita Dragun. I honestly feel like I have not sat down to talk about Nikita Dragun in a good long while. She's been doing a very good job of staying out of the drama, at least from what I have seen. I mean, you can only sit here on YouTube so many times and yell at these influencers for going to these parties, going and hanging out with these TikTok influencers, having these nut to butt 200 plus people parties. I still do not understand why people are wanting to go to that while we are in the middle of a pandemic. That is the last place that I would want to be, with a bunch of sloppy people that are getting drunk and doing stupid things at a 200 plus party during a pandemic. You guys get what I'm saying, but Nikita Dragun is being called out once again because she went to Twitter yesterday, and honestly, I would like to know what the conversation was with her friends before she posted this, because if you are not familiar with Nikita Dragun on social media, then you would not know that she is always being called out for blackfishing. One day Nikita will be bone white, and the next day her skin tone will be completely different. And it's like Nikita plays into it. I mean, there was one time where she was on her way to Milan. She wanted to get people talking because she was going to be in the Philip Klein fashion show. I think she also had like a video coming out or something around the same time, but Nikita was in the back of a car. She was wearing a do-rag and her skin tone was significantly darker. And the internet went crazy. I remember people were literally dragging Nikita for a good long while. She then got on camera, or she like tweeted out something. I don't even remember. Like, girl, there have been so many times where Nikita has been called out for something like this, but she basically said it was a filter and that she was wearing the do-rag because she was wearing a new weave and it was like to keep it in place. It was to keep it safe. All of that kind of stuff. But honestly, girl, that was a wig. So Nikita Dragun, just out of nowhere yesterday, nobody was talking about Nikita Dragun, nobody was focusing on Nikita Dragun, decided that she was going to tweet out, what race is Nikita going to be today? And when I tell you guys, I have never seen so many quote tweets so fast. When I first saw the tweet, it had been up for maybe like 5-10 minutes. It had over 5,400 retweets. I heard that someone said that they had over 10,000 retweets when they actually screenshotted it for their video, and I was like, girl, people were not happy about this. I'm gonna get to what people said in a minute, but Nikita actually doubled down on what she was talking about. And I wanna say this, I have been over to Nikita Dragun's Instagram and I have seen what Nikita is talking about, how people are like, oh, what race is she gonna be today? Oh, is she Hispanic today? Oh, is she gonna pretend to be black today? So I get what she's saying, but Nikita, you're bringing it on yourself. You're literally feeding into this and you're like, okay, well, people talk about it. It will boost my sales for my brand, because honestly, girl, she just came out with this lavender color corrector right here, which she actually sent me, and mine is not lavender, mine is actually a little bit orange. I'm gonna show you guys that in a second, but she has new lip liners coming out. And when I went over to her Instagram last night after her tweet spree and after she was called out, there was like one photo of a comment from someone saying like, what race are you going to be today? She then responded to it, posted on her Instagram story, but then she quickly deleted that and went on this like whole like demonstration of these new lip liners that she's coming out with. And I'm not gonna lie, the lip liners did look nice. She is very good at overlining those lips, because I was not aware that Nikita Dragun hardly had an upper lip. I was very surprised. I was shocked. I was shook. I was like, oh my God, girl. But girl, you could have caused different kinds of drama to boost sales, to get people to talk about Dragun Beauty. I kind of feel like you sent me like a little defective little lavender color corrector here, so I would talk about it and people would go over to your site and be like, well, let me get it for myself and see if it's like expired and all of that. I'm totally kidding, but I don't know. This really is orange. Let me just show you guys that like right now. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it on camera. You guys see how like right in here it's discolored, and then right up here like at the top it's discolored as well. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. It's not like a really dark orange, and I kind of thought that the color was separating inside, but it wasn't. It wasn't, because I mixed it together. So I don't know what that is. I don't wear color corrector, so honestly, I don't know. If anybody wants this, let me know down below. I haven't touched it. I just opened it to look, so let me know. Maybe I'll send it to you. I also have the green and the orange, but let's get back to Nikita getting called out on social media, because people were not having this. So I'm gonna read you a few of the replies that I saw, and then I'm gonna get into the other tweets that Nikita decided that she was gonna tweet out because she was trying to double down on this, and I was like, girl, now you're bringing Jeffrey into it. This is a whole mess. I don't understand. Just for some sales. It was very, very odd to me. So someone quote tweeted her and said, you think cultural appropriation is cute, you f***ing rat. You're disgusting and not funny. Another person said, so you admit it, that you've been blackfishing. Another person said, that was not funny, not amused, not a laugh, not a chuckle, not a ha-ha or even a hee-hee. That was not funny at all. I would be embarrassed if I were you. You need a tutor on comedy and on humor, because this ain't it. It was terrible. It was horrible. It was not funny. Another person said, it's the way she knows and understands that she's blackfishing but chooses to mock people instead of correcting herself. And that is when Nikita went back doubled down on what she was saying, and she tweeted out the following. Growing up mixed, I was never enough or fully accepted. I don't have to pick a side. I am not incomplete of my races. I do not lack anything. I am proud of all of me. And then someone tweeted to her a picture where she is one skin tone, and they tweeted her a picture that was recently, it was actually a sponsored post. I don't even know what the name of the brand is. I honestly don't care to look it up right now. But she's sitting on a staircase. You guys can kind of see from this screenshot. She's sitting on the staircase and her skin is significantly darker than the skin tone in the first picture. So they tweeted that to her, and then she tweeted back with a photo of her from winter and a photo of her from summer, where obviously she is very light skinned, and then she goes into a darker skin tone. And then of course she tweeted again and says, I know it's a joke to comment on my race, but I'm really tired of having to defend myself on every post. She's Hispanic today. I'm Hispanic every day. My mom is Mexican, my dad is Asian. I'm mixed. The end. Bye. And this is where people were like, why are you trying to bring Jeffree into this? Like, are you trying to get like the attention away from you for a second? Because she tweeted out a picture from the Jeffree Star Cosmetics campaign where a lot of people first thought that Nikita was trying to blackfish. Now, I want to say this in Nikita's defense. If people can get mad at me all they want, Nikita did not have creative control of this photo shoot. So if this is Photoshop and they actually darkened her skin tone, that is not Nikita's fault, in my opinion. That would fall on Jeffree, and that would fall on Jeffree Star Cosmetics and whoever the creative team is over there. But that is when I first started noticing that people were calling Nikita out for these things. Now, that was also around the time when I first found out who Nikita was. So I don't know what happened before that. I didn't follow her before that. I didn't know anything about her before that. So this is the first instance that I saw Nikita being called out for that. And she said, I was hired as a model. I didn't have any control over editing. I showed up, did my job, and left. This was a photo from that same day. And then on top of all of that, a lot of influencers actually spoke out about this tweet from Nikita Dragun. Nima Tang actually quote tweeted and said, this is not funny. And of course, Nikita's ex-friend Gabriel Zamora liked that, as well as James Charles. But James Charles went back and unliked it after people started to notice, got the screenshots, like, girl, it's too late, we all saw the shade. A lot of people have fallen out with Nikita Dragun. You know, Gabriel and her were very close. Like, very close. She was very close with James Charles for a while, so who was it? Was it their fault? Was it Nikita's fault? Will we ever learn? Do you guys think that Gabriel is ever going to speak out about why him and Nikita are not friends anymore? I think it's going to take like enough shade from both of them before they start popping off with each other. Although, I think that it would be Gabriel going after Nikita first, because I just don't think that Nikita cares that much. I mean, maybe if she has to sell another product, maybe then she will, but this wasn't it, Nikita. This wasn't cute. This wasn't funny. This wasn't edgy. All for sales. That's what I'm chalking it up to, because that's honestly what it seems like. Because if you're gonna post a comment from someone in your Instagram story, then you're gonna go back and delete that, but quickly follow that up by showing your new lip liners that are coming out. And it's not like she just like showed it, like, hey, I have this new product coming out. Bitch, there was a thing to mark in your calendar when she is launching these new lip liners. So, girl, a mess. A mess. This wasn't it. I don't know if the tweet is still up. I hope that it's not. It was a stupid tweet. I really honestly want to know what the conversation was before that. Like, was it a conversation in her head? Were there people at her house? Was she talking to them about this? Because that's a mess. That's a mess. So with all that said, everyone, I hope that you did enjoy this video. Please follow all my social media that's linked down below. There is a new podcast out with Dustin Daily. The link is at the top of the description. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye.